This is Uncover the Music, the only podcast devoted to Barrie's local music scene, presented by barrieuncovered.ca. Uncover the Music, episode 3 from the Fox Lounge, as always. We're with the Noolands, Brandon, Aaron, John, James, Peter. Guys, thank you very much for coming on. When we started this podcast, you guys were actually, I'm not trying to fawn over you, but you guys were like the first ones we wanted to actually get on. Aww. So we're very glad that you're here. You're playing the Fox later tonight.
Yep.
We're recording this on Friday. How many times have you guys played the Fox, would you say?
Oh, more than a handful.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of times.
Yeah, and you're coming back in July for Fox, right?
Yeah, July 6th with Black Magic, Flower Power.
Cool. Yeah. So tell us about the trajectory that brought you guys together. Sort of, how did you guys all meet and congeal here, and what?
Love that.
James and I met in the womb.
You guys are twins. Let's just make sure everyone knows that.
Right. So you guys are twins. Yeah. Actual twins, not like brothers from another mother. Brothers from the same mother.
Legit twins.
Straight out of the womb.
They shared so much. We really brought them apart. We separate them a bit.
Yeah.
So either one on one side of the stage, and just keep them there.
Yeah. Because they communicate telepathically.
Yeah.
They don't need to be close to each other at all.
So having that connection really brought everyone else.
One of them
there.
closes their eyes and the other opens their eyes at the same time. But we everyone kind of was hanging out for a long time.
Yeah.
I became good friends with James and John, and we just kind of were hanging out, jamming, bumping into each other, at parties and stuff. And then one night on the walk home from a pub, we started a Facebook account, and then did that for a little bit and posted funny videos. And people were like, "Yo, you guys gonna do some music?" And we were like, "Shit." So then we decided to do a song, and we did High School T-shirt and we did drumming on it. And then we were like, "Well, shit, I guess we're a band now."
Yeah.
So where did the Newlands come from? Where's that name?
That is weird spelling of my grandparents' last name.
Okay.
Newland. So their last name is Newland, and they were a big influence on me. And this is actually my grandfather's family ring here with the N on it. Yeah, it's a legit ring.
Yeah, and it's an N. Oh, very cool. Yeah. So it looks exactly like your logo.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The official.
And it's weird because I did the logo, and then I found some of my grandpa's old stuff when he passed away, and he pretty much did that exact logo when he had tuberculosis. He was bedridden, so he'd do knitting and make carpets and purses and stuff, and he literally would do the N logo almost. So I was mind blown.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was, people would always go, Newland. They'd say Newland, and my grandpa would be like, "No, it's Newland." So I spelled it the way it sounded.
Yeah.
And now people say Noland or Newelnad or
Newelnad. Yeah, we've had quite
the
a
tradition
bunch.
continues, but I think people have it now. It was a touch and go thing for a year where people were like, Newland, but they got it now. So I feel good.
Yeah.
When you try to type it into a text on your phone, that's what comes up, noodle. It keeps trying.
Yeah.
And you could
Sick.
resell it as noodle.
Spaghetti emoji.
Yeah. It kind of sounds like a spaghetti, right? The Newlands.
Well, actually, we
Hardy.
have a bunch of friends that call us the Noodle Bros.
Yeah. We have a couple nicknames.
So has it always been you five? Was there anybody else that was ever part of the?
Yeah, so
That's a great one. How it started, it was actually you three, Brandon and the twins, and you guys had that group going on. Everyone wanted to make music, but it never got that serious until I think when I started jamming with you guys. That's when it was like, all right, I think we have our members, our solid 4 that keep showing up to practice.
Right.
And that's when we were like, all right, cool. We
just keep
we
writing.
had you were teaching with Megan, the same school, and she became the first saxophone player. And but over time, she moved on.
she had a baby, family.
Yeah, exactly. And then
big
we
stuff.
grabbed Peter because I do the Wednesday night jams here, and you started showing up, and I just got you playing with us regardless of what what was going on.
I came back from school. I went to school at Cameron College in Sudbury, and I always cut it down. I wasn't doing too well, but then I wanted to come back and play some more. Mm-hmm. And then my friend Danny, she brought me out to the Fox Lounge on the Wednesday nights, met Aaron, and then I started jamming with John and James, and then I met Brandon finally. And
yeah, it was weird because it was we were in a period where we were gonna go to the studio, and we were kind of like, that was after we were done Us on a Bus, our 2018 EP, and we were kind of like, whatever. And we were. It was sort of one of those things where we were going to record Grenadine, and we needed a sax player, and we were kind of like, we got to figure out what to do. And it just was really cool how we just started hanging out with Pete, and it just kind of ended up working out. And
let's do this.
Yeah.
This is it. If
was
you're
wild.
down with Pete, and Pete's like, yeah, man.
Let's get this going. Please.
Give me something to...
Yeah.
And that's how you know you kind of got something, when it's not forced.
Exactly.
You know,
We
you're not-
thought we'd have to go out and like put a wanted sign or something like
GG ad or something.
Yeah. We was gonna come to that, but thankfully it didn't.
So how did you guys work together when you finally started working together? How did you find working together as a group? Did it come naturally? Did you force it a little? When you started writing, how did that go?
I don't know if we've had a vote or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, it's always kind of been what we felt we had ready. Like what was the most ready of the songs. You know, like what we could do. What we could do and thought we could execute the best.
Yeah.
It ends up being the most
recording.
fun for us too.
Yeah.
I know we just we're riding a high or chasing a high from a tune that we've made, and anytime we screw up in a song that we're working on, someone will just start playing that tune in between. You know, it's like a break from whatever we're working on, and those songs end up being the first and foremost.
It's like the secondary songs that are the break songs end up being like the freshest songs. Like we end up going to the studio and recording like the songs that have the most energy behind them. Some songs end up like just we lose the energy on it or something, and then but we do come back and then we end up recording it like later or something. But
because it's work, some of it's work, right? Like you got to put a song together.
Some songs are work.
You got to put an album together. It's workmanlike.
Almost choked on it.
Oh my god!
It's like work. I've been doing this wrong.
So you guys, a couple of your singles have hit the radio. You know, we've had radio play. What was that like? That must have been pretty cool to hear.
It was crazy. I mean, our first time we got spun was on Rock 95 on their like years ago on their indie Sunday whatever show.
Music hour or something like
Yeah,
that.
Right.
At that time, though, that was our goal. Like we wanted to go more than that.
Yeah.
That would almost be like we want to get used to that.
Yeah.
Have that normalized.
Be that the norm.
Yeah. And try to get over that real quick.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's great. It's nice when our fans and friends and family talk to us how they heard us, and they're like, man, we were so psyched, you know? It's like, okay, well, buy our CD.
And I mean, how many bands have said that? You know, man, it'd be something else to hear my song on the radio. And you guys have done that.
Yeah.
And really early on in your career. So that's pretty cool.
And then with Us on a Bus, like with 9 to 5 and Loosey Goosey getting those played in like the States and stuff and everything. You learn a lot though, because we ended up getting a ton of radio play, but it's not like they're going like, here's the Noolands with their new song. We're just thrown in the mix, so no one knows who we are or what it is. Even if they like the song, they don't know where we are.
They have to check out their website or
There's some sort of disconnect.
Yeah, so it's like, it's a lot of learning, and like you could get in a situation where you get a spin on the radio that like is a college station that like maybe no one's listening to at 8 during a Raptors game or whatever. But you take a video of it on the radio, you post it on Instagram, and everyone's like, they did it, yeah! You know, so it's like it's a lot of like trying to figure out where radio and all that stuff fits when you're a smaller band, because it's like we're not getting spun on like the Edge or like 88 at prime time. We're not there yet.
At 7:30 in the morning on 102.1.
No, we're not there yet.
And radio is changing so much too. I mean, it's not the primary delivery for music anymore. So if you guys are getting radio play, great. But if you got Spotify, which you guys have, and you got iTunes, then you can really make your mark that way too. So
we found ourselves on a bunch of playlists, which we just hope they you know, keep us.
They have kept us.
It's funny that like when we had announced Roxodus, I was about to tell my buddy, my cousin's like, did you know you're on Google Play? I'm like, yeah.
I was aware.
You got to go to where the people are now. You can't be like expecting people to come to where you are. You got to be on everything. And
Funny story about that is like I didn't realize Napster was still a thing.
I didn't either.
We're on Napster.
We're on MySpace. Well, we were on MySpace, but then they lost all the music, so we're no longer on MySpace. I have to re-upload it.
Do you have like specific influences? Any bands that you guys kind of look to as to not be like, but sort of, you know, I kind of like what they're doing.
I don't know. You guys got one each
Honestly, I kind of see ours as like, well, we got 2 singers and 2 drummers. It kind of reminds me of Supertramp, and we got the sax player.
that's
The
cool.
contrast to that, both playing drums.
And whenever you're
both playing
playing key,
piano.
well, sometimes those songs that there are keys, it's
Yeah.
like heavily.
That desert rock, Queens of the
that's the
Stone Age
first.
kind of like thing vibe that I've been into for a long time.
So let's get into a song. We're gonna hear Grenadine.
Yeah.
Tell us where did it come from. How did you put it together?
Can me and James?
Yeah.
We were at that school that he used to work at, and I think it was Grenadine that just came out of nowhere. That's the one line, and it was D minor to A major. Grenadine.
Yeah.
And we were just bouncing ideas, seeing what would work. It ended up being a very simple process because we kept it so very simple.
Yeah.
And he's making
Play to your
up,
strengths, right?
Yeah. We're like, not make it too difficult.
And I kind of felt like, Django Reinhardt vibe would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, when you made
Somehow.
that, that was the
And it was funny too because I didn't know what the fuck Grenadine was. You're like, Grenadine, it's like, what is this? You're like, oh, it's the thing you put in your drink. It's sweet. I'm like, oh, this is great.
It
I
also
had no clue what it was.
it went well with the lyrics because we're like, we do enjoy drinks and but this is one of the times where like we can kind of sell this to a younger crowd too. Grenadine not being alcohol, right?
Yeah.
It's more of a mixer, kind of a joke in the end. It's like getting hammered on this cherry syrup.
It's pomegranate.
It's pomegranate.
But it's mixed with like cherry and something else. Like
What?
it's
No,
not
it's straight.
actual
John knows.
Driving
John's the
John
Grenadine
crazy
expert.
with this.
Oh yeah, we gotta ask the cook.
Yeah.
Pomegranate and cherry flavor.
There
Oh,
you
really?
go.
Oh,
there you have it.
Usually pomegranate, but most
But cherry is like the first one that shows up.
Yeah? Oh, I didn't know there was cherry. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just
Revelations
find it
this
hilarious 'cause
afternoon on
it's
Grenadine Covered.
It's a drinking song about a non-alcoholic beverage.
Yes.
Let's be honest, you could have it any way you want it, 'cause we got it like we're haunted. Go and tell your buddy something's coming for the hungry, quaint and funny. Well, any lovely dear Grenadine, yeah, tastes good with everything. Grenadine, you taste good with everything. Hold your own horses where they go. Know your emotions will flow to Grenadine. It tastes good with everything. Grenadine. It tastes good with everything. Let's be honest, you could have it any way you want it, 'cause we got it like we're haunted. Go and tell your buddy something's coming for the hungry, quaint and funny. Well, ain't it lovely, dear Grenadine? You taste good with everything. Grenadine. You taste good with everything.
There's Grenadine from the Noolands on Uncover the Music, episode 3. We're at the Fox Lounge. You guys had some big news a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You're playing Roxodus.
Yes.
A little band called Aerosmith and some other guys. How did Roxodus come up? How did you guys get into that?
It was James applied to the festival like a while ago, and I think that we applied late, but I think it ended up working out because Aerosmith got added to Roxodus like later on. It was an extra day that got added on.
Yeah.
So then they went, oh shit, we need more bands for that day. So they ended up throwing us in the roster. So we were at band jam one day, and it was like bling, and I was like, is this real? Like, are we playing
It was a
Roxodus?
text, basically.
It was like just an email
update.
and then we were like, let's reply to this.
okay.
And then James replies to the email, like, we're in, all good. No mention of the band, no thing who it was. It was like just so random, and it was like probably one of the coolest things that ever happened to us, but just by chance, just so it happens a lot with our band, where like the really special moments are just kind of like no planning. It's just all of a sudden it's like, oh, crazy, you know, like all of our best shows we played have always just been kind of like off the cuff, random.
Yeah.
It's really like,
And they've worked out, so
Yeah.
maybe this is just the way it is.
It's just your path, right?
yeah,
You get text messages. Oh, we won a Grammy. There you go.
whoopsie, huh? Crazy.
So is that a little nerve? I don't want to intimidate you guys. Is that nerve wracking to be? I'm going to be up there with, not with Aerosmith, but on the same stage.
Not on the same
bill?
stage. Not on the same stage.
Well, same. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you're-
Still, but it'd be in the same festival.
Yeah.
We'll be in the same airport in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
On the same
But
day.
you're on the same.
Breathing the same air.
You're on
Yes.
the same ticket, right?
Spelled AER.
But you know what I mean. You're on the same ticket. So
Yeah.
how does that? I mean, that's cool. But is it a little intimidating, or are
Yeah.
you just gonna
Yeah,
do
you
your thing?
guys
No,
feel it? I try not to think of it until we're there. And then
When
Totally.
you can, like, I try not to get too worked up over it, but it is like when you get there and it's like,
Okay, then that's when it's gonna.
there's
take
people
you.
with suits
Whoa.
and like shirts, and they got like the gear and the little things. Like, okay, so you need to go on. And you're like, starts kind of like.
Yeah.
That's when I start thinking like, my drumstick's gonna break, or like you start getting those like weird irrational.
What if I trip and
thoughts.
break my arm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Jesus! Don't.
That's
oh,
a
no.
little too.
I would always like rather nap or like be just laying down until you have to go.
To the
When
last
it's like,
possible moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
minutes, guys, and it's like boom, perfect. Let's high five each other and
Do
get
a
out.
chant and then run up.
But
right?
we all should be in like coffins, like just vampires, and
What?
waking up once the moon. Like,
11,
we gotta go, guys.
11:20 in the morning. Wake up!
So are you guys getting the thing where, you know, hey, can you get me tickets? Is that started? You know,
Oh,
people
yeah.
like, friends that you haven't seen for like 15 years. Come, hey, man, can you get me tickets to this thing?
oh,
Yeah.
well, I don't really keep friends for that long.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah,
God bless their hearts, they're paying us. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, counting my lucky
Not
stars.
for the
Who knows?
Roxodus. I haven't heard anything from that, but even like the show tonight.
Yeah, people were messaging us.
Was like, can I get on guest list?
Like, dude, it's
like,
$5. It's $5.
and you don't want to be the guy that's like, okay, I'll give that to you, but you get us on guest list next time for your shows or whatnot, because it doesn't work.
Yeah,
It doesn't work like that, guys.
there's not a lot of guest list stuff that happens with us yet. We're not at that level yet.
Yeah.
We can't, if we're playing a show that's a higher ticket price, it's not like we can pull weight and be like, hey, can we?
Well,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
They're like, who are you guys again? Are you supposed to even be here?
we're okay with doing something like that if it was just us and our family and close friends. But like, we play shows that have more than 2 other bands, and
Yeah.
getting guest list takes away from
Sure.
you know
Yeah,
the
the
other
other people.
bands traveling to come play with
Yeah.
us. And
Yeah.
so we don't really like that.
Yeah.
Support bands a little more than we support the fans. Don't quote me on that one. Never mind.
Yeah, no.
You can edit that out.
So we've reached the part of the podcast now where we're going to uncover 5 truths about all you guys. You're sworn to answer
Oh, Jesus.
truthfully.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing too invasive. First job.
My first job was in high school, I did a commercial for a company called Squarespace. That is now a giant company.
Yeah, they're
But
massive.
but
Yeah.
I did one of their first commercials for their iPhone app.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah, that was my first one.
had a paper route, and then I worked at the A&A in the kitchen.
Okay, cool.
Worked at Subway for like 2.5 years, and then went to college.
Subway.
He was an
Eat
artist
fresh.
He was a
before.
sandwich
I was
artist.
I was an artist before that. Yeah.
First job?
It was Paperboy.
Oh, good.
Oh, wait.
right.
Nice
James.
split.
Yo.
Yo.
Classic.
Yo.
Nice.
What is that, like splitting $10? Like,
We got like, I think it was some
like
like
100.
70 to $100 a month.
oh man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Between the two of us, but we were like, I think we were 9. So
Oh,
it was kinda
That's
like-
pretty. That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
enough for a pack of
And then
Pokemon cards.
when we got older, we started washing dishes at the NAF. So that
Nice.
was, like, both
What a
of us.
racket of paper that is.
Yeah. First job.
I was a painter. Used to paint the PMQs at Base Borden. So I would have to ride my bike from downtown to Angus.
That's
I
a-
guess
that's a long
past-
haul.
Yeah, but it was a great job just because it's piecework. Finish a house, you go home, you got almost $1,000.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna take the week off.
Ah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. First concert you went to?
I went to. Oh, let me think. Going back. It was at the Air Canada Center. It was friggin'.
Jonas Brothers?
No, they weren't even born yet, probably. It was. Oh my God. I can't get down. Da 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 da. Canadian band. Why am I gapping on this?
You mean Chumbawamba?
No, no. Oh, dude, why am I forgetting this? It's Great Big Sea.
Great Big C.
I went to see Great Big Sea as a child. I was
Awesome.
like 8. It was the time of my life.
Oh my god, I gotta.
First concert?
You remember a thrash metal band, small one from London, Ontario? No. Called Baptized in Blood. So yeah, I was
hardcore,
14,
dude.
15, getting into metal, like thrash metal and stuff like that, and then that was my first concert. Saw them, and then yeah, after that was like Iron Maiden.
First concert.
That's a hard one because we grew up around music with their dad. So like, we went to the Jazz Fest in Toronto as kids a lot. We saw Bare Naked Ladies and people like Don Ross and
Bruce
Bruce
Coburn.
Coburn,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But like
What's,
our first
what's
like
your-
real big concert was Live 8.
Yeah.
Or
Nice.
Aunt Noodles like won tickets.
We got to go to Molson Park the year before it closed
Right before it
down.
went down. Yeah. That's cool.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It was a good experience.
First concert.
In Toronto, it was Les Claypool when he had his like xylophone ist. Like Secret Chiefs 3 was playing.
Whoa.
It's like a 2-string guitar or whatever he was playing with a bow and I don't know. It was a crazy
bone?
show. A bow.
Okay.
Not a bone.
Dude, that's wild.
But Les Claypool, yeah. It was really weird. I mean, yeah.
Did you have a good time?
Stressful.
Okay, you guys got to get to your gig, so we're going to let you off with one more question.
Okay.
Okay. Name of the first person you kissed.
No, some girl attacked me in, I guess it was 2nd grade and like kissed me.
Yo, this is the same story
I can't remember her name.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
James.
All right, good one.
In the 2nd grade, a girl came up to me and kicked me in the shin. And we got a quick kiss. Dude, wow.
I didn't have a quick kiss. This girl like attacked me with kisses, not like.
No. She, okay,
It
well,
was
no.
weird.
She literally ran up and
was
literally
that
physically
explains
assaulted.
a
Was
lot.
that Mercedes?
First after girl flirting, the
It's
second
like
is when
push
you get a
your
little
dad,
older
like,
and they
kiss
steal
you.
your hat and shit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Was it yo?
And then they stalk you. That's the third one when you get even.
First person you kissed.
The girl in grade 2 came up, kicked me in the shin, and we had like a little thing for that recess, and then that was it.
A brief, glorious relationship.
It was like Titanic.
I was like junior kindergarten was my first girlfriend or whatever. Kissed this girl named Caitlin, and she's like actually she's pretty cool now. She did a bunch of like makeup for just for a hobby, but she got recognized from the director of It. She did the same thing with the Losers. With the I don't know. She was like the cast. She said I don't know.
don't know which. I was like, the Infinity Gauntlet.
The snap.
Oh, but yeah, I was waiting.
First person kiss.
Don't say your brother.
I think it was like grade 1. This girl attacked me. We were having a monkey fight on the monkey bars, and I lost.
Oh.
Yeah. Sad truth. But she like wrapped around me on the monkey bars and just kissed me because I lost.
So that's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah, you
that's
won.
a win.
Sad
Yeah.
win.
Great one.
Sad win.
But then she went to like some other boy, ended up playing monkey fight with her, and she kissed him too. So.
Oh no! Broke up.
This is a song, man. You gotta.
Yeah. Monkey bar breakdown. I don't know.
First person you kissed.
Oh, Hillary. If you're listening, I still think about you. Sorry for calling you the Frog Princess. You kissed a boy and you didn't turn into a frog. I don't know how that worked back in grade 1. Miss Cherry used to look at us, and I looked at you, and
Damn.
anyways, it was Hillary. I'll show you guys a picture later.
Okay.
Brandon, Aaron, John, James, Peter, the Noolands guys. Thanks very much for coming on. I said we've been trying to get you guys on for a long time, so we're glad you.
Hey, thanks, man.
And
Thanks, too.
you come back later, maybe in the fall when you guys are done.
Yeah,
rock
dude.
shows and stuff. You come back. And tell us
Absolutely.
about it.
We'll do it
And
up.
how do people get your music? Mainly website, Spotify. What's the best way?
Noolands.com. That's the best way.
Yeah, Noolands.com. That's easy, right?
Yeah.
TheNoolands.com.
Well, you can also just go to Noolands.com if you're in a hurry.
Hey, I like that.
Remember, it's Noolands.
Remember, kids.
Thank you.
Uncover the Music is an exclusive podcast produced by BarrieUncovered.ca and presented in association with the Fox Lounge and Rock Bar, where the recording took place. Subscribe to Uncover the Music on Spotify, iTunes, and wherever else you get podcasts.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.